Gamers, welcome to my channel for Final Fantasy 16, and this will be part 4. Clive Rosfield is here right now, so what we gotta do? We have gotta get to the visit the infirmary. Currently, we are already 21% complete of this whole game, and it's been well. It's been well so far. The news about his past seems, even though it's terrible what happened to him, to his all his family, but at least the fact that he did not have uh, ignite Ifrit, the summon the beast within him. It wasn't him. It could be another. It could be another Ifrit, which is impossible to have two. In Final Fantasy icons, you cannot have two, so it's a bit weird that they all found out that it could be another Acorn of Fire, another Ifrit, which is not him. So he did not destroy his whole kingdom, Rosaria, and as well as his brother. Alright, let's go. Let's go visit the infirmary.
Let's get this fixed before someone doesn't.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened to Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night, hooded man. He spoke to me. What did he say? We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, all right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
Alright, so Clive Rosfield has reunited with Jill, which is whom he just spoken to. She was a political hostage at a young age, and she was taken to Rosaria and was raised. She was raised like the sister for Clive and Joshua. And she is also the dominant for Shiva, for the icon of Shiva. Yep. So now I think they want to go back to the place where it all happened, the Phoenix Gate, and find out the truth. The truth about his brother's death. That is what they all want to know. I guess. Alright, anyways, a little bit more about the Shiva. Shiva is an ice element. It's an ice elemental summon. So we have yet to see her powers. Probably we will. He keeps on blaming himself. I think Clive just has this blocked mentality about the death of his brothers because of Ifrit. Because they all know Ifrit, there's only one Akon. There couldn't be two in this world. So therefore I guess he has already accepted the fact that he is the one. His Ifrit that he couldn't contain, he couldn't control, that has done those terrible things in the Phoenix Gate. But in actual fact, it isn't. As we all know from the previous part, what Gav saw. Another dominant of fire. So let's go and speak with Charon. Let's see what she has to say.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Alright, looks like we need to get the Gaia blade. And so far I have 15,427 Jill. So I have more than enough to get this. Let's get this.
It'd better all be here.
I guess that's it. So if I can get this Breath of the Wind for Garuda, I can reduce my cool time by 2.7 seconds, which is 11,000 Jill. I can buy more potion I think I need to get more potion.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
Just,
You'll not
I
find
think
a
I
better
should get
price than
all
that.
potion. Just fill it up.
It'd better all be here.
Okay, and this is the iron belt. Additional accessories, battle chains, meaning my defense will be up. Everything will be up. So I think I should get a gold work sash, which
You're
increases
rubbing me
my
blind,
heart
you
health. And I should get battle chains.
You'll not find a better
Increase.
price than that.
Okay. These are all less. I should just get things that will improve my performance, his performance. I think that's about it. Alright.
Off you go then. And best of luck.
I should probably say thank you to Gav too.
Yep. So now he's got to speak to Gav. He's about to leave. I guess he wants to go to the Phoenix Gate.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
It's going back to Rosaria,
Down memory lane.
his kingdom.
Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah,
I'd be lost without you.
yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Looks like Jill is ready as well. Both of them are
My lady.
gonna make their way back to Rosaria.
Ready.
And they are ready. And they are all dominant. Who else could be as strong as those two? Even Sid. We'll have to see. We'll have to find out. To create setbacks for them. Alright, so this is where we have to go. Tree reeds. Let's have a look. Rising waters transform once fertile farmland into a noisome morass, rendering it nigh uninhabitable to all but leeches and lizards. So let's go, let's go.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Bran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You'd get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you.
Looks like they're back to the Imperial Province of Rosaria.
We should press on.
And it's deserted. But there are lives. As you can see, all these trees and
That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
grass and all that have grown.
Imperials don't
Let's
take
look
those with my mark.
from here.
If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
So now it's Clive and Jill. Jill Warwick. And there's like waterfall in front. Trees, grass are all like growing around. There's a big bull, like an animal, at the bottom of the waterfall. It's empty. I guess everyone is gone. It's been 13 years since he got back to his kingdom. And Jill is with Clive. They've grown.
Look at the fuse on this one. Explains why there's a premium on Imperials. Maybe
And
should
I
up
guess
your rations, build
nobody
you up a
knows
bit.
who he is.
Bet you'd love another bowl of math.
He's the heir of Rosaria. The king. He's the king. But now Rosaria is gone. Yeah, his dad is gone. His family no longer. Ruled this place. I guess they should start again. They should rebuild his empire. Once he found out the truth, I guess he will come back home to where he is and rebuild the empire. And such a beautiful place. Wow, look at the waterfall in front. There's a big scorpion, red scorpion. And as well as a big bull here. Alright, just leave them alone. We don't need to disturb the nature environment. So now what he has to do, he has to walk 501 yards to make for Martha's Rest. Man, it's just so beautiful, man. Final Fantasy 16, the graphics. Looking at the sky, look at the clouds. The design aspect of this game. Looks like the Grey Claw is up for battle, man. But if we ignore it, we don't need to go against it. I think we just walk past it. Unnecessary, unless he attacks us. I'll just leave. Alright. Where's Jill? Where's Jill? What's she up to? Alright, she's there.
They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
Wow, this is gaming to the top level, man. Walking around, controlling Clive Rossfield, being in this world, understanding his story. Man, it's just so awesome. It's just so awesome. It's a fantastic gameplay. And a fantastic experience. That's why they get a very good rating for Final Fantasy 16. Alright, there's someone asking for help in front.
Oi,
Let's...
stop and give me an hand.
Shall we ask him what's going on?
Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. Just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. And it was very late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Agree to carry the package to Martha's Rest. Yep, might as well. I guess
That's the spirit.
all these
All right.
traders and people that they meet will
You
treat
hand that to the
bearers
stable master
like
and
slave,
no one
you know.
else.
That is what
I'm over
bearers
for
are.
something for it. If he gives it to you,
They have a very
pass
tragic
it along to your
history
master by way of thanks. Be off with
of
you then,
oppression and
don't
enslavement
go
and
taking
abuse.
Any detours on the way.
So this is what Clive's gonna get. But little did they know that he was the king. Son, the eldest son for King Elvin Rosfield, which he was murdered in at the Phoenix Gate. I guess you don't know who Clive is. And Clive was thrown to become a slave as a bearer. Always being mistreated and abused and hunted and killed for sport by certain member of the nobility. But I guess Clive is not. It is here. Clive is just a wiser bearer. Alright, let's go make for Martha's Rest. Deliver the package to Martha's Rest. Okay, where's the package? Should be right in front. Four camel looking birds. Okay, let's go. There's a killer bee as well. They put quite a lot in the environment of creatures, animals, and life. Not just an empty space, you know, with nothing, just trees and not just the landscape, but there is life as well. So the design is just fantastic. Water feature, and as you can say, the waterfall, and there are like traders around. There's even a lizard, monitor lizard in front. Okay, let's go.
Here we are. Martha's Rest.
There is a small village there near Martha's Rest. Martha's Rest. Alright, a breach here. There's a river. Well, let's go down and just take a look at the river. Let's feel the water a little bit. Oh, looks like we can't go to the water. I guess that's the reason why that this Final Fantasy wants it to be like more a mission-based linear game. Alright, this is... There are some Army military standing in front of us. Okay, let's get the package.
Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
Seal crate, confirm.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Huh. Sounds about right. He'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with them, if I know him.
Gizal greens.
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
Okay, quest complete. What a bird wants. We got 2 additional items for use for crafting. Alright, I guess we are very close to Martha's Rest.
You barely have to step out your front door these days before you're set upon by beasts or bandits. So much for the Holy Empire bringing us a new age of enlightened order. The place has gone to the dogs.
The landscape of Rosaria is so beautiful. There is even snow mountain behind the hill. They got everything. There's like a lake, river. It's a beautiful place.
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Okay, we've
Let's go
reached
and
the
find
Martha's
out, shall we?
Rest. Now we have to speak with Martha. It's just such a attractive place, beautiful, exquisite, stunning landscape, environment. Rosaria is finally back home after 13 years away. Man, I guess he must have feel like really happy to be back. At the same time, like sad because of memory of what happened. But it's okay. Jill is here. Jill is here. Toggle is here. Half of them is still here. His family is not over, and he has to come back and find out the truth. Everyone's supporting him. Clive is getting all the support from Jill, from Sid. He's really got a very good mental support for where he's going on today. If not, he would have just gone. Alright, let's go. Speak with Martha.
Good, honest work building the aqueduct.
When we had
I thought Martha was older, but she's a younger lady.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an
The landlady.
bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you. And that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
Alright, new quest. We have to help them to build the bridge. So we have to look for Bernard. Okay, which is about 110 yards away.
Let's find that ladder.
Everyone's so like Clive is the Imperial bearer, so he's not like really being welcomed to in this village at the moment. But I guess everyone was so too young to remember how Clive would have looked, so they've forgotten already that he's actually the king of Rosaria. His father was the king. His father was Elvin. Elvin Rossfield, which is no longer here after the terrible incident that happened in Phoenix Gate.
That must be the ladder.
Alright, let's go look for Bernard to fix the bridge. So there's a lot of things that needs to be done in his village.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon.
Get away from me!
What was that?
I guess he's being attacked.
Come on.
Okay, where is he? He's up there. There's Bernard. Looks like we have to help him. Let's go.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming.
Alright, bring the wicked wheel.
Give them all you've got, boy.
Burning flames. Scarlet Cyclone. So he was being attacked by all these creatures. Cray Claw. That's why Bernard was stuck on the rock, trying to avoid getting attacked by these creatures. Finally glad that Clive is around to save him, and the carpenter could rebuild the bridge.
You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turned round
I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
Why, I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
Okay, so we have helped Bernard so that he can continue building the bridge that he was trapped with those
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, alright?
creatures. Clay Cray. Now we have to go back and just report this back to Martha.
Do you like that? Well, there's plenty more where that came from.
There are still a lot of inhabitants here in this village after what have happened. Everyone is still going about doing their life, but just without the king. So Rosaria don't know that Clive is the king now. Alright, let's go to Martha and see what she have to say.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They've nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Alright, we've got some meteorite for use for crafting.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth about why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, I let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, he weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favor and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey.
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowwise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
Alright, looks like we have a new quest. We have to make way for the Glademond Abbey. Alright guys, if you look right at Clive's face, there's like a tattooed mark on his left cheek. Okay, that left cheek, the tattoo mark on the left cheek is actually a symbol. Alright, this symbol is a code which laid out to these bearers, like for Clive as a non-human. So if like this brand is used to, like I'm just reading through this fandom here, Final Fantasy 16, this brand used to both dehumanize and distinguish bearers is almost impossible to remove. It is made with poison ink. Basically you see the tattoo on his face is made with poison ink, and the operation is to remove it. It is particularly delicate, not to mention extremely painful. So the slightest mistake could allow the ink to spread through the body of the mark bearer and lead to his or her death. So even if the procedure to remove it is successful, it leaves a noticeable scar where the brand was, and many bearers at this hideaway possesses such scars. Many call those with marks branded as a prejudice slang. So you can see, right, you couldn't remove it, you know. If you remove it successfully, right, you still have a scar, but it's very dangerous because it's a poison ink. So it's also like, it's a way it's tattooed on their face to show people that they are cursed with the crystal curse. So if they've done anything like how you say that if they try to remove it and use their powers, they succumb to the crystal curse, you know. Yeah. So to the humans, they classify all these non-humans, those who have magic powers, as non-humans, and they use them to become like slave and do things for them, and they mark them on their face. And what is this crystal curse? Crystal curse is like, it's like known as litification. It's an affliction in Final Fantasy 16 where channeling Aether through one's body eventually petrifies it, leading to certain death. There is no known cure. So if you channel Aether through their body rather than via a crystal shard, bearers and dominant, animals who channel Aether are not known to suffer the same fate. including Monster and Frostwolf. Yeah. So this is what it's all about lah. Bearer. There's a lot more that we haven't known about bearers. A lot more. But just to cut it short, that whoever you see there's like a mark on the face, then we know he's a bearer. Yeah. And bearers are very mistreated because of their magical powers. So they're treated as non-humans. In actual fact, there are humans, but they just have a gift with magic. Because there are a small group of them. And this poisonous ink on their face can cause them death if they try to remove it. That's what I think
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there,
is
son.
going on
Keep
with
them nice and
Clive
fresh.
at the moment.
Don't be shy.
Alright, so this small town, there's still like farming going on. You can see life is just going like normal.
Fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts in.
There's like meats sold, vegetables.
That's right. It's the new crop.
You can see like carrots, apples. So vegetation here is good. He's using this stone to cook the fish, this kid. I wonder what stone is that. It's like smoking the fish. And all these fish are just hanging here. Smoked fish. I think which they have caught from the river. The city is a peaceful one. This small town, I mean, it's a peaceful town. Rosaria has come back to life peacefully now. There's a water fountain here. What is this guy doing here? Merchant. What is he selling? Let's have a look. Alright, he's selling like gears, material and consumables. So we do not need to get anything yet. Going back again, like I said, bearers are those people who can use magic without a crystal. That you can see there's a boy who needs to use magic, but with a crystal. That's a crystal over there. Alright. But bearers are not. Alright. Bearers, dominant, and those with whom a dominant shares the power with are three types of people in Valistia who can use magic naturally. Out of these groups, bearers are the ones who are systematically persecuted and forced into servitude. So all the nation states enslave those found to be able to use magic and use them as tools for everyday tasks, from industry to agriculture to treating wounded to household chores and warfare. All newborns, unless their parents specifically try to hide them, are tested, and those found to possess powers are taken away by constabularies, branded with a poison mark on their left cheek. That should kill them, so they try to remove it and use their powers are spent and they succumb to the crystal curse. And use until their powers are spent and they succumb to the crystal curse. Yeah, bearers first appeared in Valistia around 950 years ago, so he is classified as a bearer now. But not Jill though. You can see there's no ink mark on the face. So bearers has to serve. Like even like his agriculture, like here, I think there's some bearers here as well, because they're doing agriculture. Yeah. Man. There's three classification. Alright, so let's go. Let's make for the Glademon Abbey. Let's go down from here, I guess. It's been a good time spent around the town. Torgal and Jill,
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
So at birth already, bearer has been classified already. We just wonder who made these rules, you know, to treat bearers like that. I guess it's the majority, it's the humans, you know. Looks like we have to head this way. We have to cross the. It feels to me like. Do we need to take the boat? Or we have to go across. We have to walk the other way from here. All right, we left. They built this lift just to get up that small town center. We left the town center of Rosaria. We know a little bit more about the bearer. Until now also, there's so much more I want to know about the bearer. I think the main thing is that we just know that they are enslaved to do agriculture, to treat the wounded, to do household chores. They are just slaves. For military, imperial bearer, there's so many things that they can classify as they're being mistreated. And Clive has been put into there 13 years ago. 13 years ago, he wasn't born a bearer, he was a dominant, but he was put as a bearer, I think, from his mother, Annabella. That's pretty sad, because the mother is like not so happy about Clive not being the Phoenix of dominant for Phoenix, the icon for Phoenix. She was disappointed, but she didn't know that he's the dominant for, let's clear all these killer beasts, dominant for Ifrit, the icon of fire. Okay, we clear the bees away. Let's pace up a little bit, speed up a bit.
There's the Abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Let's go and see.
There are a lot of creatures here around. Let's clear this.
That's enough.
Let's help the village to clear some of the creatures. So make it a safer place for them. Alright, it's clear. I guess we are close. Gladeborn Abbey, we are here.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you.
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Show me for the pain. I beg you. The light, it fades. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
Okay, we have to report back to Martha, a bearer's lot. As we can see from inside, 2 of the bearers are suffering, they're in pain, and some of them are gone. I do not know. Probably because overused their magic. That's why they have become unable to live anymore. I'm just want to understand a little bit more about this. Is that in this world, Final Fantasy 16 Valistia, there's actually the magic all comes derived from Aether. Aether is like a force, is living in everyone. living in Clive, Jill, non-humans, and it's actually from the crystal, the blue crystal that you see the boy was holding just now. It's actually from there. It's a magic element. Ether is a magic force that is around in it's everywhere. You can see even like acorns use those magic to heal. Those, like, you can see the blue dots or something like that, you know. I'm not so sure yet, but it's like it's in the air, it's everywhere. Ether is everywhere, you know. It's a life force, and it's the origin of all magic. Is ether. It's like an atom, I think. Yeah, it's like a force. It's invisible, but it will appear in glowing lights when activated as magical phenomena. So, this ether can crystallize actually into crystal, not from there. I mean, it can crystallize into crystal like what the boy is holding. So this magic force can be crystallized into a crystal. And then the mother crystal is as a very enormous deposit of it. Yeah. So, what I think Sid believes that the crystal are sapping the land of ether, sapping all this. Yeah, the crystal is like sapping and causing a blight, causing an erosion of land where the ecosystem loses its ether, resulting in an ever-advancing environmental disaster. This ether is like oxygen. I think it's just like a life force oxygen. Without oxygen, no life will just live. Everyone would just die. Like you can see from the barrel, all are in pain, would just die. What's going on? What's happening with this situation now? Why is the ether depleting, you know? Yeah. So all these barrels are depleting. Their ethers are depleting. Somebody is sapping the ether out of them, because it's just getting lesser and lesser, and we do not know who. We do not know what's going on. We just came back to find out the truth about the acorn of the fire. And as you can see, the boy holding, it's a crystal. It's actually it's a deposits of ether that crystallize. This is it. And that is magic that needs, that these habitants are humans and barriers and dominant. They've all been using this, you know, for their livelihood. In like, actually he's freezing the fish, not cooking, not smoking, he's freezing. Yeah, they are actually it's like cooling the fish. I don't know what he's doing with it, but I guess he's trying to either cook it or freeze it. I'm not so sure, but it's a force. It's a magic life force, ether, that Clive says it is everywhere. So this is actually a very important part for the ecosystem, ether. If it's like getting less and less, right? So the world would just be consumed with blight. And what's going on? Why is it like this? Why is it happening? Why is the ether like being disrupted? You know? So we need to find more about the situation that is going on. And what happened to those two bearers? This is another. These are the ethers. You can see like these are magic life force. This is magic. If you can see like those blue, the crystal, you know, which has been crystallized. I think it's this one, right? Alright, I guess so. So we understand a little bit more about the game now. Man, it's quite a lot to read, you know, quite a lot to find out on the internet about this story. It's quite in depth, you know. It's quite a lot of things to understand.
It was good, honest work building.
It's quite a deeper knowledge that we need to know about this world.
Proper leaders and proper trades.
Alright, let's talk to...
Not just
report back to
sending out
Martha.
blades and hour.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
Okay, we got seal obtained. You accept the slumbering
And know
chocobo.
that you will always be welcome here.
Chocobo. So she got a gift from Martha.
You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
Looks like Martha knows who he is. She knows. And she calls him Lord Rosfield. And she hoped that they could stay. Alright, we have to make for Eastpool. So, right, what's happened just now? Let me explain again. If... Okay, after this cutscene. Sid is here.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust she'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We'd best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
Right, we have to make for Eastpool. So, what happened to those bearer there? Actually, I think they have been overused of their magic powers, their ether. That's why their bodies will slowly petrify. They will be like in pain because they overuse their magic, overuse their ether. That was why. Okay, I guess we will continue the next one and we'll make way for Eastpool. I'll see you guys later. See you all gamers. Just keep on gaming.